Which vitamin is produced in the human body when exposed to sunlight? The answer is vitamin D. Your body can produce a vitamin D naturally when your skin is exposed to sunlight. Which is the largest organ in the human body? The answer is skin. Your skin renews itself approximately every 27 days. Which is known as the powerhouse of the cell? The answer is mitochondria. Heart muscle cells contain thousands of mitochondria because they need a constant supply of energy. Which blood group is called the universal donor? The answer is O negative. Only 7% of the people worldwide have O negative blood. Which gas is most abundant in Earth atmosphere? The answer is nitrogen. Nearly 78% of Earth's atmosphere is nitrogen. The SI unit of force is Newton. 1 Newton is a force needed to accelerate a 1 kilogram object by 1 meter per square second. Which gas do plants absorb during photosynthesis? The answer is carbon dioxide. A mature tree can absorb about 22 kg of carbon dioxide in a year. Which acid is present in lemon? The answer is citric acid. Citric acid is widely used as a natural preservative in foods and drinks. What is the normal body temperature of a healthy human? The answer is 37 degrees Celsius. Normal body temperature can vary slightly during the day and from person to person. Which gland is known as the master gland of a human body? The answer is pituitary. The pituitary controls the activity of several other endocrine glands. Which is the hardest natural substance on earth? The answer is diamond. Diamonds are made entirely of carbon atoms arranged in a crystal structure. Which instrument is used to measure the atmospheric pressure? The answer is barometer. A sudden drop in air pressure often signals bad weather. Which vitamin deficiency causes night blindness? The answer is vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for healthy vision, especially in low light. Which metal is liquid at room temperature? The answer is mercury. Mercury is the only metal that remains liquid at ordinary room temperature. What is the chemical formula of common salt? The answer is NaCl. Salt is essential for nerve function and muscle contraction. Which blood cells help fight infections? The answer is white blood cells. White blood cells are the body's natural defense against germs. Which gas is known as the laughing gas? The answer is nitrous oxide. Dentists sometimes use nitrous oxide to help the patients relax during the procedure. Which part of human body contains the smallest bone? The answer is ear. The smallest bone stapes is only about 3 mm long. Which is the fastest land animal? The answer is Cheetah. A cheetah can accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in just a few seconds. Which organ purifies blood in a human body? The answer is kidney. Kidneys filter about 180 liters of fluid from the blood every day. Which vitamin helps in blood clotting? The answer is vitamin K. Even a small cut would take a much longer to stop bleeding without vitamin K. What is the SI unit of electric current? The answer is ampere. The unit ampere is named after French physicist Henri Marie Ampere. Which is the largest mammal in the world? The answer is blue whale. A blue whale's heart can weigh around 180 kg. Which scientist proposed the three laws of motion? The answer is Isaac Newton. Newton developed his laws of motion in the 17th century. Which gas is known as a king of chemicals? The answer is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is one of the most widely used industrial chemicals in the world. Which blood group is called the universal recipient? The answer is AB positive. People with AB positive can receive a red blood cells from all major blood groups. Which vitamin is also known as the ascorbic acid? The answer is vitamin C. Vitamin C helps the body produce the collagen, which is important for healthy skin and wound healing. Which instrument is used to measure the earthquake? The answer is seismograph. Some modern seismographs can detect the earthquakes occurring on the other side of the earth. Which is the largest bone in the human body? The answer is femur. The femur is stronger than concrete when compared by weight. What is the SI unit of power? The answer is watt. The unit watt is named after James Watt, the Scottish inventor and engineer. Who is known as a father of classical mechanics? The answer is Isaac Newton. Without Newton's law, modern rockets and satellites would not work as they do. Which metal is the best conductor of electricity? The answer is silver. Silver conducts the electricity better than any other metal, but copper is used more often because it is much cheaper. Which organ produces insulin? The answer is pancreas. Insulin helps move glucose from blood into cells to provide energy. Which is the largest internal organ in the human body? The answer is liver. The liver performs more than 500 different functions in the human body. Which gas gives soft drinks their fizz? The answer is carbon dioxide. The bubbles appear when dissolved carbon dioxide escapes as the bottle is opened. Which part of the eye controls the amount of light entering it? The answer is iris. The iris works like a camera aperture, adjusting the size of the pupil. Which part of the human body contains no blood vessels? The answer is Cornea. The cornea gets its oxygen directly from the air instead of from the blood vessels. Which blood cells carry oxygen throughout the body? The answer is red blood cells. A single drop of blood contains a millions of red blood cells. Which acid is found in vinegar? The answer is acetic acid. The word acetic comes from the Latin word for vinegar. Which organ pumps the blood throughout the body? The answer is heart. An adult heart beats about 1 lakh times every day. Which layer protects Earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays? The answer is ozone layer. The ozone layer absorbs most of the sun's harmful UV radiation. Which scientist developed the theory of relativity? Albert Einstein. Einstein received the 1981 Nobel Prize in Physics for explaining the photoelectric effect. Which gas is filled in electric bulbs? The answer is argon. Argon protects the tungsten filament and helps it last longer. Which is the largest part of the human brain? The answer is cerebrum. The cerebrum makes up about 85% of the brain's weight. Which scientist is known as the father of genetics? The answer is Gregor Mendel. He discovered the basic law of inheritance by experimenting with pea plants. Which blood cells helps in blood clotting? The answer is platelets. Platelets rush to a wound within a second to help stop bleeding. Which is the smallest bone in the human body? The answer is stapes. The stapes is the only about 3 mm long, roughly the size of the grain of rice. Which vitamin deficiency causes scurvy? The answer is vitamin C. Sailors once carried lemons and oranges on long voyages to help prevent the scurvy. Which instrument is used to measure the body temperature? The answer is thermometer. Modern digital thermometers can measure the body temperature in just a few seconds. Which part of the human body has no bones? The answer is tongue. The tongue is made up of 8 interwoven muscles and contains no bones. Which is the largest artery in the human body? The answer is aorta. It carries the oxygen-rich blood from the heart to almost the entire body. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to CuriForge for more competitive exam GK, math shortcut and daily quiz videos.